I am still very confident when it comes to Toshi. 2 cents is still my price target, and these short-term price movements and also just the market FUD, quote unquote, generally speaking, that still doesn't concern me because I still believe in its future. And even though nothing I say is financial advice, some people may think, okay, yeah, how can Toshi reach the price of 2 cents? Well, the way I view it is that as long as the Coinbase exchange is still thriving, which it is, it's one of the biggest exchanges out there in the world. And also, if it's a layer 2 network, aka the base network, which Toshi is on there, as long as that still has a lot of momentum and a lot of attention, which it does, I highly doubt that Toshi is going to perform badly. You know what I mean? I just don't think it's going to underperform really. And not to mention, it's done pretty well ever since I started talking about it, or should I say very well. However, the way I view it is that the journey is still there. 2 cents is still my price target. People may think that this is crazy, but let's just put some perspective into this. I get it. In the short term, things can be very volatile, but sometimes you have to take a look at things in the long term. Shiba Inu at one point reached around a $40 billion market cap back in 2021, and Dogecoin reached over $80 billion that year. Was the journey smooth sailing? Absolutely not. There was many volatile moments along the way, but then the general direction is upwards. When it comes to Toshi, I really don't see why that wouldn't be the same. And people may be thinking, okay, if you think this Toshi is so good, how come you're saying things are going to be volatile and there may be some pullbacks? Well, it's only normal. It's just the nature of it. You know what I mean? It's like, let's say someone runs a marathon. A consequence is hypothetically maybe getting tired, So the way I view it is that it's just part of the game, quote unquote, so to speak. It's part of the gig. It's like being a musician. Part of the act is sometimes going up on stage and singing. It is what it is. It's the profession, right? So when I take a look at Toshi, I don't see why it's any different. Toshi at the price of 2 cents, considering current circulating supply, market cap would be around $8 billion. Again, considering how Shiba Inu at one point reached around 40 billion, Dogecoin reached over 80 billion, I don't think this is too much to ask for. Now, we have to take a look at why is Coinbase having a layer 2 so groundbreaking and so crucial. It's because having something that massive, again, make a layer 2, that is something really legendary in my opinion. I mean, that really does gain a lot of credibility for it, right? Now, I'm not necessarily saying that the base network is going to have the best adoption, but does it really matter? No, not really. I mean, some people don't even know what Ripple does, or like some people don't even care about XRP, but then they believe in it just because Brad Garlinghouse is quite essentially the quote-unquote leader of Ripple. Some people just do this simply because of that fact. I know some people personally who do that, right? So when it comes to the base network, does it need to be the biggest layer 2 of all time? Does it need to defeat an Arbitrum or something like that? Does it need to be more popular than Polygon? No, I don't think so, but it doesn't really matter because, again, if you have the Coinbase aspect to it, sometimes that's all people care about. Now, of course, a layer 2, much like that, does allow Ethereum to be enjoyed without having to deal with the sky-high gas fees and scalability issues. We all know that, right? There's so many layer 2s, much like Myriad and Immutable and much more. However, again, having this Coinbase aspect is something that is really, an aspect that, again, people care about. Now, not to mention, when you take a look at the base network, it is on the rise. And again, as a consequence of that, I think Toshi is going to go along with the ride. Not to mention, Toshi is having this amazing moment as of late where it's listed on Coinbase, which will really help just gain more traction, more hype during a fully fledged run. It's only natural. And think about, why this is so groundbreaking for it. It's because it's, again, a meme coin that is named after the co-founder of Coinbase's pet cat, aka Brian Armstrong's pet cat named Toshi. Now, if Toshi was never listed on Coinbase, or let's say it's not listed on Coinbase, a lot of people are going to keep saying, wow, this is like, that one person who keeps chasing but then never gets it, But the way I view it is that it did get it because take a look at, for instance, it is on Coinbase. That's a major victory right there. That's like, for instance, someone wanting to be a basketball player and they're in the NBA. You know what I mean? So the way I take a look at it is that this is very fantastic. If Toshi only got listed on crypto.com, which I think is very amazing, by the way, let's say if that was only the case, that's kind of like, a basketball player making it to the G League. I'm not necessarily saying it's bad or anything like that, but isn't the real McCoy the NBA? It's like a football player joining, the CFL. I'm not necessarily saying it's bad. I don't watch the CFL, but isn't the real goal the NFL? That's just the way I view it. So, of course, Toshi has achieved that full circle type of moment, which I like, by the way, because I think it only makes sense that, something that is named after Coinbase's co-founder's pet cat does get listed on there, right? And I think that was a great motivation. And I think that's why we're seeing Toshi have more attention as of right now when compared to Brett. Maybe, in my opinion, Toshi could even be considered the number one meme coin on the Base network, even better than Brett. Now, only time will tell because most often than not, people still consider Brett as the number one on the Base network, but we'll see. But again, it doesn't necessarily mean that I don't like this because I do love Brett as well, but I'm just saying, this could be something amazing. When there's over 600 million crypto owners as of right now, according to Crypto.com research, I highly doubt that this board is going to be bad. I think this board, if anything, is going to be very fantastic. Toshi is listed in major exchanges, good following, good community. It's on the right place, aka the Base network, 2 cents. I don't see why not. Things could maybe be very volatile in the short term to medium term, but I still believe in its future. I want to wait and see what happens in May, June, July, and even all the way up till the end of this year. The marathon, I think, is still far from over, and I really do believe in it. And 2 cents, that's still my price target for this bull run. I'm still very confident in its future. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I greatly appreciate it. It's Malik the Captain, and I'll catch you all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.